Welcome everybody to TV Sports 27. We're back for another round of ESPN NFL 2K5, our fantasy draft with the Washington Commanders, computer controlled. We're playing the games, but all the front office stuff, all the player trades, all the management going through the computer. We just came off the bye week. Mark Bulger had his best outing as a quarterback up to this point, finally breaking the 10-point threshold, putting up 35 on the board. Now we're rested, and now we got the Green Bay Packers coming up. You see it right there on the screen. Yes, let's turn the season around. Green Bay Packers, we might do 2 games today. We'll see if we have a lively and active chat here. We'll probably go one more. If not, we'll just bust out one here today. But glad to be here with you guys. Green Bay Packers and Washington Commanders about to get this thing underway. This is a 1 p.m. kick, and it is at home in Washington. So let's get this one underway. What should we do? Is it time to let's look at what we got the Packers, because I don't think the Packers have a green and yellow, because you guys know how this game works. They don't have the home and away uniforms, man. So if we wanted to wear white at home, we really couldn't unless the Packers were going to go all yellow, because the Packers do not have, if we went white at home, the Packers do not have a green jersey in their road catalog here, because in this game, the home and the away uniforms are locked to home and away. So I guess we'll officially make it wearing the burgundy, the classic burgundy at home. As always, we're going to let Chris Berman get you guys going for the beginning of the game, and we'll be back with you after the introduction. Take it away, Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris Berman. Ahead on ESPN, Deuce Staley's a guy with lots to prove this year. He believes he can be an every down back again. We'll see if he's right in this one. Packers, Redskins. Next.
While the teams are out on the field getting loose, the fans are filing in and finding their seats for the game. Hello, folks. I'm Dan Stevens, and greetings from Washington Field. With me, my knowledgeable associate, Peter O'Keefe. Peter, this should be an interesting game. Both teams possess star-level defensive backs.
Absolutely, Dan. These two are among the best in the game right now. Aaron Beasley, he's a highly confident cornerback. You know, for a defender, he's got great hands.
All right, you guys probably saw the screen move a little bit. We're playing on the original Xbox here, so it's got the aspect ratio. So I just blew it up a little bit so we wouldn't have the black bars on the top, on the bottom. But so we don't have it completely stretched, we still got them on the side. But here we go. There was you guys have been following along. Mark Bulger pretty much said you had 2 games to get this thing together, or else we're going to JP Lossman. And Mark Bulger finally had a big game and a big outing against the Chicago Bears. And now we're keeping it going with the NFC North here, while we got the Green Bay Packers. And then up next, we'll hit the road to take on the Detroit Lions. So a lot on the line as we're still trying to get this thing turned around here in Washington. So thank you again so much for tuning in. This is TV Sports 27. And as always, we are so glad to have you guys here. We've been having some good streams as of late. We've been really hitting the college football hard. We're going to get into the college football playoff coming up soon, probably next weekend. But here we go. NFL 2K5. This will get us past the halfway point of the season once we get through this ball game here. And who we got in there for the Green Bay Packers? He just took a massive sack. We got Spencer 1-2-2 joining us here for our Washington Commanders fantasy draft. Well, they were just highlighting Jamal Williams. He comes in. Is that Trent Green that we got? You guys know we don't check any of the rosters. We just go in there. It is Trent Green. They got Trent Green, Curtis Martin back there, Andre Johnson. So they're loaded in Green Bay. They do have a winning record, so a tougher opponent here for our Washington Commanders. Weekend has been good so far. Not too bad. I will say that football-wise, not too good for my teams. The game that I watched on Saturday and the game I just got done watching now were not very good. So as far as football-wise, not the greatest, but outside of that, pretty darn good. And pretty darn good right now because we just got a 3-and-out. Trent Green just got rocked with a 3-and-out from the Commanders here. And we're going to get the ball, so now a chance for Mark Bulger to really prove himself. UCF, did they win? Did they have a good weekend? I don't even know what they did. Terrell Owens on the return, cutting up field. Well, he almost could have taken that back to the house.
Racked up a few yards on the run back there, whittling down the size of the punt a little bit.
UCF got the big win over Boise State earlier this season. So that kind of made me sad. They're 2-0 against the Broncos. All right, no excuses here. Great field position for Mark Bulger and the Washington Commanders. Cincy, yeah, Cincy hasn't really, ever since they went to the college football playoffs, Cincinnati hasn't quite had that big successful season, right? It was kind of a, I don't want to say a one-hit wonder, but they had the 1 year, and then they've been going down ever since. First and 10 to give to Corey Dillon to the outside. We got stat-wise, Curtis Martin. I don't care about last season. Curtis Martin, though, 1,300 yards. He was always a solid back in his day. Do you know any of these guys, Spencer, from 2005? Is this your era? 2nd and 4. Dillon to the outside. Spin move, cuts inside, and there's a first down. Corey Dillon. Maybe the Commanders just need to start wearing the burgundy at home all along to get this season jump started here. Sarah was only 4 years old. Oh man, well this is a great chance for you to see. I mean, it's fantasy draft here, but you can see what the NFL looked like in 2005. So Bulger's pass on that one goes incomplete for his first incompletion of the day. Still early going for the Washington Commanders in this 1 o'clock kick on a Sunday. They give to Corey Dillon inside, and not a whole lot there, brought down by Jones. And we got 3rd and 9. Oh yeah, the deep drag, I like that. Let's get T.O. over the top. 3 sacks for Dhani Jones. There he is. Oh my goodness, and they could not connect. Man, Terrell Owens was open too. That's rough. All right, Anderson has got to come on. Morton Anderson for 45-yard attempt. We got the wind going. Oh my God, and it hits the post. You've got to be kidding me. We haven't been doing so hot with the field goal kicks. Oh my God. Well, we'll go back to Green Bay. Nicely done. That's the second time Trent Green's going to get driven into the turf. This is NFL 2K5. This is not Madden. This was the last 2K NFL game that they came out with before EA bought the exclusive rights. I still don't know why. Dan joining us in the chat. Welcome back, Dan. I don't know why to this day that the NFL, I don't know how much money EA gave or what, or why they thought having less games on the market would be beneficial, but 2K would make one more football game. They would make All-Pro Football 2K8. SK Money is here. We got a loaded house. We got the loaded house. I'm giving Spencer the history of 2K. We played 2K8 for a while. I liked it, but it was super limited in what you can do because they didn't have a whole complement of legends, and you can only do 1 year in season mode. So that's kind of the precursor to the RXFL that we do on Madden 20, where we have all the legends and stuff. It's kind of what we were doing in 2K8. So 3rd and 11, Trent Green. This one now, SK Money. I think this is your era, right? 2K5? I believe so. It's Dan's era, at least. At least it's someone's era. Green Bay Packers, Washington Commanders. Of course, they're not the Commanders in this game, obviously, but going with the name change. Got T.O. fielding kicks as he has been all year long. All right, here we go. Another possession for the Commanders. Corey Dillon. Oh, man, if we could have gotten that block right there. If we could have gotten that block, Corey Dillon might have been gone. Oh, my God. That was so close. As a reminder, I got the on-call phone. So if that rings, I'll have to take a pause and answer that. First down, Corey Dillon. You guys, regular viewers know. They know about the on-call phone. Dillon running the ball extremely well so far in this game. And Mark Bolger's pass swatted down. Well, 1 of 4, so passing-wise, bit of a slow start for Bolger in this one. Quick pass, and that one right to T.O., trying to stay in bounds. Looked like T.O. just kind of lost his footing a little bit there, but he was able to gather himself, get the catch, and pick up the first down. Could have maybe had the touchdown if he didn't stumble. Dan the man, yes. Right there, that little stumble. 29-yard reception for Terrell Owens. SK Money, what's your favorite Terrell Owens play? Dillon. Trying to get to the outside. Bolger. Nice catch by Jackson. Now Washington's starting to heat up. Fans getting pumped. They're getting loud. That was a good moment. That was a classic moment. The pom-poms, right? He had the pom-poms. See, Daryl Jackson's done so far this season. Still looking for that first touchdown. Bolger, caught by Clark, and he's going to be inside the 2-yard line. I think they're going to mark him down at the 1. Dwight Clark. Fans are doing the wave right now.
That's how you throw the ball down. Take notes all you want to be quarterback.
Right on the money, Peter. He is just a fantastic passer.
Well, it's easy to complete a pass when there's only one guy covering the receiver.
QB sneak with... let's see. Okay. On the next play, if we don't score, we'll try it. With Mark Bolger. Oh, well, now we're too far back for a QB sneak. I don't know. We're a little far back. We're hitting the end of the first quarter. It is 0-0. But you can be a hero and not a 0 by following along TB Sports on Twitch, on YouTube, Twitter, Patreon, Streamlabs, and Ko-Fi. So check us out. 2nd and goal. Play fake. Oh my God, yeah, that QB sneak's definitely not happening. Any Tom Brady, that's right. Well, Tom Brady Jr. is in this game right in his prime. Tom Brady Jr., Tom Brady III, they would sign up and they would become Patreon members. So thank you to our Patreon supporters. The MVPs of TB Sports 27, along with all our chatters here. Mark Bulger. They're going to say he possessed it. Looked like the ball came out, but the referee's giving it to him.
Is just crazy good on this play, Dan. He refuses to be intimidated by triple coverage. I would have tried to throw somewhere else, I think.
SK, or that's Dan, thinking that we're not getting a challenge. Look at this. No challenge from the Packers. Can we go back and look at that? I'm surprised. Let's look at this again. Did he have enough of possession? Made the catch. Hide that. And the ball came right out, but they said touchdown. I mean, this is 2005 rule. I don't know, in 2023, they might say that's incomplete, but no challenge from the Green Bay Packers. Ten-play, 70-yard drive. The chat's going nuts right now. Telling you. Mark Bulger has turned this season around. We went 5 weeks without scoring more than 7 points, and now this team can't be stopped. Oh my God, look, SK Money is throwing out the official email address of these referees. He's gonna get someone jumped in the parking lot. Don't you might get a, I don't know, a Trojan horse or something if you email that. Or what? I know what happened before, some kind of malware or something.
We'll see what they do on this drive as they start at their own 24-yard line.
Green Bay not moving the ball. Oh, look at this. They're going to go hurry up offense with 6 minutes to go in the second. Send your checks, and also send your checks to patreon.com/tvsports27 while you're in the check sending mood. Trent Green, a couple of number 10s out there. They're going to hand it off, and Curtis Martin gets stuffed. London Fletcher. Lost $50. Did you not hit your parlay? Who's got the winning parlay out there? Look at T.O. on the return. He's having some of his best kick returns as well. Another good possession with good field position here. Jabbar Gaffney with the catch. Good block by Terrell Owens. We got a flag as Gaffney's going to get chased down. Let's see what the call is. Who are they calling pass interference? It is against the Packers. So the Commanders decline it. In these last 2 weeks, this is the best that Washington we've looked all year long. We're playing a tough Green Bay Packers squad. Bulger trying to find Terrell Owens in the back of the end zone. Commanders, like the Commanders. Twitch tried to flag. Twitch tried to flag that. I had to approve it. Twitch tried to flag. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say it. I mean, it's the name. Oh, he couldn't get the feet down. Could not get the feet down. Oh my God, he was wide open too.
But he didn't quite have a position to make the catch.
That's the third incompletion his way.
Did he have both feet? Is that worth a challenge? See, this is normally I wouldn't think twice. I gotta hack the game or something. In Madden, they just review it like automatically for the challenges. I've never had a challenge in Madden get overturned. It always is automatically reviewed. In 2K, you really have to think about. I think we're gonna go for the challenge. Joe Gibbs, fresh off the racetrack. Let's see this.
First challenge of the game, and even if they lose this one, they still have one challenge left.
Referee looking at the Microsoft tablet, whatnot. Oh, it's so... Going to New York. Yeah, mic him up. Is Dean Blandino or something in there? Oh, boo. That's terrible.
That will cost them a timeout, and you have to believe that.
T.O. doesn't agree with it. I don't agree with it. Who was the coach of the Packers back then? Was that Dan Reeves or something? 3rd and 10 for the Commanders. Either way, I mean, we should at least break double digits for the second time this season. Touchdown! And that's the first one of the season for Jackson. And for the second time this year, after 5 weeks of scoring less than 10 points, back-to-back weeks the Commanders break double digits. Fantastic play-action fake by Mark Bolger.
Another touchdown pass, and he's finding the end zone here.
Absolutely, Dan.
We should play Mutant Football on the channel sometime, because you can pay the refs in that game. Play with the, oh, jeez Louise, we might need to get a new kicker. This is...
What in the world? You don't see this much.
The Rolex. Do people wear Rolexes anymore? I think they wear Apple Watch. I think Rolex is old news. Maybe they can make a Rolex Apple Watch.
Anderson kicks it off.
Okay, Packers down by 13.
At the 2. Breaks it.
With that missed extra point, maybe we'll get a scoregami situation here in this one. But 13-0, Trent Green has been rocked. He's been knocked around by this Commanders defense.
Back off that kick.
The Packers haven't got much out of their offense.
If
And we'll see if they can
he might want to be careful. I don't know if Aqib Talib is out there. But if you wear your chain on the football field, Talib's going to rip that thing off. I know Spencer knows what I'm talking about. Just ask Michael Crabtree.
Look at those stats. That's the definition of a
UPS. People still use that. Wide open. What the heck happened to the coverage?
He's got the first down and a whole lot more.
No, don't do fantasy football. Can't keep up with it. This is enough fantasy football for me. Doing fantasy draft on the Xbox.
And that will bring up second down.
How's your team doing? People always like to share how their team's doing. Tipped, incomplete. I tried it like one time. I think I did baseball too, and couldn't get into it. Can you win big money from that? Can you make a big? Are you cashing in, Spencer, on your fantasy football? So another stop for the Commanders. How's the Packers struggling on offense? Uh-oh. T.O., yeah, hit that spin at the last minute. I think Owens was thinking against the blocks. Number ones, how much do you win on that? Is that like a parlay? What do you make, like 500 bucks if you're number one? To the outside, Corey Dillon. Oh my goodness, just tripped up before picking up that first down. The weak gut, we're going to weak gut it up the middle here. Idris Bashir. First down for Dillon. Dillon having one of his stronger rushing performances this season with the Washington Commanders in this ball game.
First down, 10 yards to go.
Bolger, single coverage, is tipped. Tio got behind the defender. A little more air under that one, and might have been looking at a touchdown.
That had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
750. Wow, do you have to put in anything? Like a pool or anything to get that going? Oh, and Mark Bolger's going to be picked off by Coleman.
Check out the interception here on the replay. Watch how he reacts to get in the ball's path. Nice. That's how you make the INT, baby.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first.
Well, the game started a 6-man league. $150 entry. That's a tough bet. So you win your money back if you get second place, basically. I don't know if I'd be good enough to confidently throw down 150 bucks.
Picks up a yard on the play, and that will bring up second down. Second down, 3 wideouts in the game.
My mom used to do this one back in the day. It wasn't fantasy football, but it was like a pool, like a workers pool kind of thing. You would get, I think you would put in 20 bucks or 60 bucks or something, and you would get 3 picks throughout the whole year. And each week you would pick 3 teams that you thought were going to win. So like I think the Buccaneers, the Packers, and the Broncos are going to win. And if they won, you would keep your pick. And if you got to the end of the season, however many people had picks at the end, they would divide that money up. And if you lost 3 times, then you were out. She did that for a number of years. I think she won one time. It's pretty good.
Down with the tight end right.
Oh man, that's a bad case scenario right there. I mean, 5th place in baseball this year won the World Series, so I don't know what the heck. I guess the fantasy world, they're a little more stingent, a little more stingy with the rules. Well, the interception by Mark Bolger is putting the Green Bay Packers in one of their best positions to get points on the scoreboard is Anthony Simmons. Of course, London Fletcher out there as well with the Commanders. Trent Green steps up. They're going so fast, I can't even call out like who the players are because I don't check the rosters. Unless you guys want me to start writing down the names before the game starts. But I thought it'd be kind of fun to just go in here and look at them. Well, touchdown Packers. Chris Cooley. Cooley is in the RXFL. What team is he on? He's with the Redwoods, right? You lost in week 2? You had 3 picks? Oh my god. That's a quick way to go out. Well, there's Cooley. So, I mean, we got a minute to try to make up for it. Got to be careful not to throw an interception here. Oh man, rough return out to the 17. All right, minute 04 here in the first half. Again, TV Sports. Don't forget to subscribe. Stick around because the second half is coming your way shortly. Bolger, and that one is knocked away. Wow, these batted down passes.
They have really gotten after the ball as a team today. That is their 5th batted ball.
Nice aggressive D.
Oh, you only had 1 pick. Wait a minute. The pool, they always did at 3 picks. You got to tell them, you got to get 3 picks in there. That was tossed right into triple coverage, but it was, I mean, it was pretty perfectly thrown. Who did you bet on? What was the team that eliminated you? 3rd and 10. Washington. Bulger, and again gets that one swatted away. So Commanders go 3 and out. And Green Bay will get the ball back with 51 seconds on the clock, and they'll get it within relative good field position for them to be able to try to get down the field and kick a field goal.
Takes the snap and punts it away. Green fields the punt at the 49. Down at the 48.
Couple of rat finks. So we got Trent Green coming back out. You can kind of see those numbers, but Trent Green, they are in field goal range. 42 seconds. I think they got all 3 timeouts. They didn't burn one like we did on a challenge. Green under duress, floats it, and that one is tipped incomplete. So Green right across the middle with those short throws. That's been his go-to. 4 of 5 for a TD. Green gets that one into Johnson. You see Trent Green struggled a bit this season. It's only 7 touchdowns to his 8 interceptions. A couple of former Rams quarterbacks out there, Trent Green and Mark Bulger. Of course, we played against Kurt Warner earlier this year with against the Cleveland Browns. So here we go, 4th and 1, and that'll put us in good field position. They're going to throw it on 4th and 1, and it's incomplete. What a decision. 4th and 1, the Packers go for it, and the Commanders, with just under 30 seconds to play, are going to be within a shot of field goal range. Mike Rumpf, he's made a couple of nice plays, number 24. He's had a couple of nice deflections out there, so we got 2 timeouts. Certainly field goal range is within our possibility. Play action fake, and it's intercepted. So Bulger, after a really nice first quarter, tosses 2 interceptions here down the stretch. Marcus Coleman with the INT for the Packers, and I mean, it was single coverage. But I think if you're Green Bay, 20 seconds, let's get to halftime. They are going to run it, and they will not take the timeout. So that will take us to halftime. As always, we are going to let Chris Berman take you to the halftime report. You guys like listening to the halftime report from Chris Berman. They're going to make us pick a play. Come on, just let the clock run out. And I would say don't go anywhere. Do not go anywhere. Join us, TB Sports. Make sure you're following along with us because you guys don't want to miss the second half of this game. Commanders, Packers, follow, subscribe, and come on back for the second half in this one. Here's Chris Berman.
All right, Dave, interesting game at the half. We'll get back to you guys in a bit. First, we welcome everybody to our ESPN Halftime Report. I'm Chris Berman. Now we'll look at our first half by the numbers, and I tell you, first downs have been the story here. The Redskins should be way ahead on the scoreboard, but somehow they've let their opponent hang with them. Let's see if they can change things in the second half. We'll pick up the action midway through the first quarter. Trent Green would find his target on this one. Redskin towards the end of the first quarter, Terrell Owens had to work to find an opening, but he was able to haul this one in. A 29-yard play that set up a Redskin touchdown. Redskins now early in the second quarter. Skins out in front by 7. Jabbar Gaffney came up with a huge play here as they cover a lot of real estate on this one. They move ahead by 13. The Packers now in the second quarter. Trent Green connected with his man on this one. Packers behind 13-0. Marcus Coleman would come up with the big play to kill a drive as he was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. The Packers have it off an interception. Ball at the 4-yard line. Trent Green needed to be on target here, and he was. A 3-yard touchdown for the Packers. The Skins, after a stop on 4th down, Skins up by 6. Marcus Coleman shows some great awareness here as he gets himself into position to pick this one off. And that's where we'll leave this one. Skins are holding on to a lead, 13-7. Time now for our Halftime Hero Award, which recognizes the most dominant player of the first half. This time, there can be no question. Mark Bolger has taken over this game. So that'll do it from here. Let's send you back out now to Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe. Dan?
Thanks, Chris. And today's game has been presented in ESPN Game Sound, designed and developed in collaboration with Dolby, the leader in surround sound technology.